Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
First Lady Jill Biden is now said to be lashing out at Democrats who want to remove President Joe Biden from the 2024 Democratic nomination following last week's debate. While the president has said he has no plans to step aside, he is known to be talking to vast number of people, but only listening to views of a very tight circle, including those of his wife. The inner circle of voices that include a select circle of advisors, including son, Hunter, are telling Biden, 81, that he can win and that he needs to keep going with his re-election bid. Last weekend, the Bidens escaped for a post-debate debrief and a reportedly pre-planned photo shoot with celebrity photographer Annie Leibovitz at Camp David. It was from the presidential log cabins that Jill made a phone call to Vogue magazine, providing a last-minute update to her cover interview, due out Monday. "We will not let those 90 minutes define the 4 years Joe's been president. We will continue to fight," Jill, 73, insisted to Vogue. "The only person who has ultimate influence with him is the First Lady," a source said earlier in the week. "If she decides there should be a change of course, there will be a change of course. The decision-makers are two people, it's the president and his wife," the source added. "Anyone who doesn't understand how deeply personal and familial this decision will be isn't knowledgeable about the situation." Biden's top aides have also told his staff to stay strong in meetings, airing the mission statement, "We'll weather the storm, just like we always have," according to one senior administration official. The president made his own attempt to get his re-election bid back on course in a taped interview that lasted only 22 minutes, in which Biden insisted his dire poll numbers weren't real and that the Democratic Party has no concerns about his fitness to lead. Biden said the only way he would exit the race is if the Lord Almighty comes down and tells me. Friday night's interview with ABC's George Stephanopoulos was meant to act as damage control, but has only further enraged Democrat politicians and big donors who, since that calamitous Trump debate, have pushed for the president to step aside. Biden blamed exhaustion and being sick for his poor debate performance, which has upended his entire re-election campaign. But there is a movement afoot in the party to persuade him to step aside, with critics warning he faces near certain defeat and could drag other Democrats down with him. House Democrats and a group of senators are expected to convene on the topic when they return to Washington next week. A handful of Democrats have publicly called on Biden to exit the race, while there's movement in the Senate led by Virginia Senator Mark Warner to have Democrats in the upper chamber make the push as well. Warner, a well-respected moderate Democrat, is inviting Democratic senators to a meeting on Monday to discuss Biden's campaign, a source told Reuters. The Washington Post reported Warner was seeking to ask the group to press Biden to exit the race. Biden told reporters he had spoken to at least 20 lawmakers and that they were telling him to stay. Asked about Warner's call for him to go, Biden said, "Well, Mark Warner, to my understanding, is the only one considering that." Biden has remained resistant to such efforts, saying in a fiery speech in Madison earlier on Friday, "I'm staying in the race." Some public opinion polls have shown Trump widening a lead since the debate, and a Reuters Ipsos poll found that 1 in 3 Democrats want Biden to quit the race. Biden rejected the movement on Friday. "We had a little debate last week. Can't he say it was my best performance? But ever since then there's been a lot of speculation. What's Joe gonna do? Is he gonna stay in the race? Is he gonna drop out?" Biden said. "Well, here's my answer, I am running and gonna win again." But in the same stance, he added that he was ready to beat Trump again in 2020. And then when Stephanopoulos asked the 81-year-old, "Did you ever watch the debate afterwards?" Biden indicated that he wasn't sure. "I don't think I did, no," the president replied. The Clinton staffer-turned ABC News anchor then pressed Biden if he knew he was bombing in real time. In the brief clip, he also seemingly said that he had received more medical attention than what press